Hey guys, and welcome back. Today is another Money Saving Monday, and I am going to talk about stocking stuffers for Christmas. So I don't like to get my kids a lot of candy and food and stuff for their stockings because they don't need the sugar, and it's just expensive stuff that I don't want them to eat anyways. So some of the ideas that I usually do for my kids, and keep in mind that my kids are younger. My oldest is 7, and then I have a almost 5 and a 1-year-old. So this wouldn't really apply to older kids quite as much. So some things that I always put in my kids' stockings is crayons, markers, paints, coloring books, things like that. Because even if they have some, you can never have too many crayons or markers. The dollar store has really nice coloring books that you can pick up for $1 a lot of the time. And I always pick up markers and crayons in August when they have all the back to school sales. Another thing I always put in my kids' stocking is toothbrushes and toothpaste. My kids, a lot of times, we switch out toothbrushes in the middle of the summer, but we're always ready to switch them out by Christmas. And then they get a cool new toothbrush, and you can never have too much toothpaste. Another thing that I like to get my kids is socks. Not fun, but practical. I don't know if it's just my kids, but they're constantly lacing socks. I just bought 12 pair for my girls, and I think I found 5 this morning. Like, I don't know where they go, but socks is always a necessity. And it can be fun if you get like character socks or fun colored socks for them. Now my kids are not quite big enough for this, or maybe I'm just not brave enough yet, but nail polish is a great stocking stuffer for an older girl, or chapstick. I think I'm going to get some chapstick for my daughter's stocking this year. She's, like I said, 7, so we'll see if it actually gets used or if it just gets smudged. Another thing that we can always use here is Play-Doh. My kids go through it so fast that Play-Doh is always a safe bet. Another fun thing is bath paints. My kids love them, and they go through them pretty fast. So that is, again, another safe bet. And these are also great ideas if you don't really know what to get other people's kids, like nieces and nephews or friends' kids or whatever. Your best bet is things like coloring stuff and art supplies, because kids will always run out of those things. Like, they use them up. It's not something that they will always have. Another neat idea is cups or sippy cups. The Camelback Kids cups are really neat. I will include a link to that below. We really like the Camelback cups. I just got some for my girls at Target on clearance, but you can get them on Amazon all the time. And they close really well, and they don't spill hardly at all, so another great idea. Another idea for little boys is Hot Wheels cars or trains, like wooden trains. We have a wooden train set that we got a while ago when my oldest was little, and we just keep adding pieces to it. And you can never have too many trains or Hot Wheels cars to ride with it. And those are usually pretty cheap. Another thing that I got this year for my girls is some Barbie dresses. I got them off Amazon. They were really cheap. They took a long time to come though because they came from China. So you probably are not going to get them in time for Christmas this year, but just an idea to keep in mind for next year. I got 6 dresses for like $6, I think. And they actually are not bad quality. Like, some of the reviews were not so great, but they really are not bad, considering they'll probably just get tore up anyways for my girls. But I will link to the ones that I got, and I'm actually really happy with them for the price, because I don't know about you, but Barbie clothes seem really expensive for me. And I'm not a big fan of the shorty short Barbie dresses either. So these are all like ball gown type dresses. So that's just a couple of my favorite ideas for little people. Like I said, I don't like to get a lot of candy or snack stuff for them. I will usually get like one of the little dollar size cup snack packs that Walmart has. They're in like little cup things, and it's like Chips Ahoy or Oreos or stuff. I usually will get one of those for them and stick in there. But other than that, I don't really like to get food for them. So these are my suggestions. Now, for the men in your life. I don't know about you, but I have a hard time buying for men. I don't know why. I just do. So I don't get these things every year, but these are just some ideas I've had over the past that I've gotten for my husband, and a couple ideas that I've seen and I think I might try. But things like nuts, any kinds of nuts, like if they like almonds or pecans or peanuts or mixed nuts, you know, anything like that that they like to snack on, you can stick those in their stockings. Beef jerky is another suggestion that you can stick in a stocking. You can get the beef sticks, you can get the actual jerky. If there's a specific one that they like, you can always get that. Cologne is another idea. Now I know some men's cologne can be pretty expensive, so not necessarily stocking stuffer pricing, but depending on what kind they like, you can usually find it really cheap, and that's also a neat thing to put in their stocking. Or car air fresheners. Who doesn't need their car to smell good? Especially men. I mean, come on. So, if there's a specific scent you know they like, go for it. But I find that men typically tend to like just the simple scents, like vanilla or fresh air, you know, simple things. Again, the Camelback water bottles. Now I didn't get this for my husband for Christmas, but I got it for him for Valentine's Day this past year, and he uses it all the time. He really likes it. Again, socks. My husband goes through socks a lot, so that's another idea. You can take the packages apart, roll them up into little balls and put it in there, or you can just stick the whole package in there if you have a big stocking. And flashlights. Flashlights is another idea, because you can never have too many flashlights to stash in places. And we have little kids that like to play with them, and they're usually run out. So, those are my suggestions, some things that I've used in the past. I would love to hear some other ideas, because I'm always looking for new ideas for stockings. So if you have any ideas for me, leave them in the comments, and I will see you next time for another Money Saving Monday.